Hey, welcome back, guys. It's been a while. So I'm out looking. Is that a bird? Yeah, I think so. Here, cardinal. I'm out looking for a special log to use in my backyard for a little bit of woodpecker action. But you know, a lot of broke down trees here, guys. So before it gets dark, I'm trying to find a log to drill some holes in and put some soot for some of the, I guess, woodpeckers and that in the back. I have some, but I have to kind of hide it and get it a little more natural looking than some of the other stuff that we have. Because, you know, I have some fake tree limbs, but they're not that thick. I want something big, somewhat thick. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Just gonna have to hurry up before it gets dark here. Well, guys, I think I found it. I'm gonna use this, carry this back with me. I'll probably put some holes in it, little soot action. Hopefully the woodpecker will come in. And yeah, it's a little bit, definitely a little bit rowdy, got some stuff going on, but yeah, why not? So let's do this. Well, I did find another one here. Yeah, this is a little bit bigger than I wanted, but I think it'll work. So I'm gonna have to drag this one back as well. It's gonna be a little bit heavy, but yeah, I like the texture of this log. There's a lot of good areas. So let's get this one back to the car as well. And I think we're gonna call it a night. Probably look around, scout a little bit more. As you can hear, the geese are just absolutely migrating, going crazy here. A little bit more of a farmer's carry. Wow. Should have brought a wheelbarrow or something. But that wood pile, they want gone anyway. They're gonna be moving stuff. They do a lot of work out here. So, almost. All right, up we go. Oh. All right, guys, we have these little soot rods we can kind of stick in these holes, and that helps out with the birds. You can already hear them getting active. Do this here, push it in there, that's good. Another one here. That way these birds will come in and it hardens up. Maybe put down a few different, I guess, different types of bird seed. Maybe a few sunflower seeds and that to get them to come in and kind of feast on this. But yeah, I got the blind up right over there. New blind we're going to try out. This is before prairie chicken season. You can hear them kind of going crazy. But yeah, new blind, going to try that out. We'll talk about the blind. Talk about, you guys have seen this setup, a little bit different prop for the photography and the backdrop. Probably use a medium format today just to make sure everything behind this is blown out. All right, guys, set up here. So some of the things you'll notice with tents, this is the Ameristep. I'll put a link in it. It's not sponsored. It's what I bought last night. My other tent, my other blind was probably 23 years old. That is an old blind. As much as I've used it, I've just absolutely beat the crap out of it. And it's still in pretty good shape. I mean, it can weather a little bit more, but it's heavier. So you have questions, what's the difference? This is a hunting blind. You'll notice it's dark inside, which I prefer. Now the Tragopans, those are a little bit more expensive than this. Those are probably, I don't know, $280 to $300. This was $199. 16 pounds. But the Tragopans are, I mean, they're super lightweight. So what are the differences? Some of the inside material for those Tragos are like silver. I don't know why, because it reflects a lot of light. You want something, in my opinion, you want something that's dark, something that's going to hide your presence in there, even when it's light. I don't particularly care for some of this model because there's light kind of coming in, where it'd be much better if it was completely dark, but there's some ways we're going to work around that. This is much lighter than my other blind. The other one was probably 24 pounds. This is 16 pounds. It's easier to set up. It's not quite as stiff. The material is nowhere near as thick as the older one. This will not put up with the abuse that the older one put it, but it's tougher than the Tragos. It feels like it's thicker, and you can hear the birds going crazy. Yeah, you can hear. That is loud. He's right up over here. But overall, I'm testing this out to go down south, do a little prairie chicken photography, and the other one was getting beat up enough to where I figured, well, maybe I can try a new one a little bit lighter than that. Not too impressed by the photography blinds overall. This is a hunting blind. This will take up more abuse. When you're looking at it, Morton Helmer, as I might have mentioned, he talked about some of the problems that he's had with a lot of blinds, and my sneaking suspicion is he's probably using photography blinds because the weight. These types of blinds, especially the older ones that are 25 pounds, you could have them set up for a day or a week. And actually, my older blind, I had it set up for 2 or 3 days, and I had a storm blow through and blow it everywhere, and it was like brand new. So that's the thing. These other photography blinds, super lightweight, get in and out easy. The setup a little bit nicer, but they're just not. You're gonna probably have some holes, and the lightage, as far as the silver or different non-black material, is kind of an off-putting. But anyway, we're here to photograph some birds.
All right, guys, you can see that's not all the photography I was doing. Over the period of a week, I was shooting different angles, trying different things, and the cardinals, the sparrows, yeah, there's a bunch of small little birds coming in. But these soots, these soot plugs, you can order them. They're kind of expensive. They're an inch and a half round, and they're soft, and that is a little deceiving. I'll talk to you about that. And then the drill bit is like an inch and a half round drill bit that you drill into the log, and obviously you put the soot in there. There's some benefits to this rather than using the seeds. And the seeds, they come down, they're always popping around and jumping around, and it's hard to get a photo. What you've noticed is they come down and they're eating out of this little hole, which is awesome. Like it slows them down. And so the soot, I really like this idea. Now there's some pros and cons to this, because a lot of times before I'd have a posing stick and then the bird seed, and they'd come down, lay it on the posing stick, you take a photo, and it's a lot cleaner. You don't see the food in the shot. But that's going to be my next video, or I guess future video. So I want to show you how to clone some of that stuff out, how to make it look pristine, because the photos I showed you, those are kind of unedited, and it's one of those that, you know, from a pure standpoint, they don't show the bird seed there. They don't show that they've been baited. They just show a perfect picture of a bird on a stick and that. But we can clone some of that out. A lot of people do that and clean it up. But anyway, kind of want to know your comments, questions. I was pretty impressed by the soot and the peanut butter soot and all that, and kind of slowed them down. But if you guys have anything, put it down below and hit that subscribe, and I'll see you later.